Welcome back to Subsistence. So, I believe it's day 5, and we are in great shape, guys. So, I spent the night just crafting up all kinds of stuff. And here's where we're sitting right now. Oh, there's a bunny right there. Let's see about this bunny. Got it. Okay, so what are we doing? We're going to do some building right now. We're definitely going to do some building. Okay. So here's what we've got. Let's take this foundation. You know what? What am I going to do with this? Let's start with the walls. Let's start with the walls. What? Oh, no, not like that. Let's put the bow away. Okay, we'll take these walls. And we're going to put these guys okay, that's fine, I think. I can still get in there. So look, I got 2 small game animals stored there. You know, here, let's put this away, and this and this and this. And then we got another wall. Like so. And we've got this doorway. Put that like so. And then I've got another foundation, and I'm not sure which side I'm going to put it on. Let's put it... I guess it doesn't really matter. We're going to just place that other foundation right there. Okay. It looks kind of weird right now, but it's going to be fine. And so now, if we get chased by a wolf from this way, we could run over here, run in through here, and all the way out through here. The wolf will have stopped chasing as soon as I hit the platform. Even if it's lunging, I'll be going through here, and it'll turn around and run, and it'll be fine. And same thing goes from this side. You know, I'll just come in, and I can come all the way in here. With the bear, it'll come all the way to the doorway, and I'll just stop inside the box, no matter which side I come from, and just shoot the bear with the shotgun. So that will be fine. Alright, I am loving that. We're making some big headways on that, and yeah, there's a lot more we're going to be doing with that. But for now, let's look at this. We need to fill up the wood. Let's go ahead and cook up these 2. I'll go ahead and eat this one. And while those are cooking, let's go ahead and take a look for some kelp. Looks like we got some more sandstone out here. I see another kelp over there. Let's go for the kelp first. Yeah, and our food should be ready now. And there's another kelp over here. Good. Okay. And grab that. Alright, so let's go ahead and eat one of these kelp. Drink the water, refill the water, and I think. Oh, and just top off the fire. I believe we are good to go out and gather all kinds of stuff. That's what I want to do. Let's just make some room. We don't need that or that. Okay, yeah. That is fine. We'll carry the rest of the stuff because we're going to get other things that are just going to stack on top of the things we've got. And I want to get out and find as many loot crates as we can today. Get a bunch more wood. Hopefully find a bunch more nails and cordage. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, there's a wolf. So today, I am going to sprint everywhere. We've got the extra food I'm carrying around. We got plenty of energy. I want to cover lots of territory, so I am not going to take any time in between running from tree to tree or running to get a loot crate or whatever. We're sprinting everywhere. Nice. Look at all those nails. And a little extra biofuel is always welcome. There's a bear over there. So now I'm going to start thinking about like building a base and placing a BCU. Now it may still be several days before I do that because I'll want to have a lot of construction done before we start on the BCU or even consider placing a B. Where the hell is that wolf coming from? I hear the growl. Never did see it. Whatever. Yeah, I want to have so much construction done before I start the BCU that literally by the time the first hunter camp spawns, I will have already gotten myself really well established with stuff. That's my goal in this. You know, I don't. Those hunters, they spawn and suddenly, immediately, they've got grenades and grenade-tipped arrows and all kinds of stuff. They're just so well equipped with, you know, all the high-end gear and high-end weaponry and all that stuff. They certainly don't have to spend all the time gathering the way the player does. And so, you know, if it's going to be like lopsided in their favor, I'm going to delay their arrival as long as I reasonably can. Ideally, I'd like to have a stockpile of ore and have it refined up so that I can have, you know, metal plating on certain parts of my base before they come and start tossing grenades at it. So that's another thing that, hell, I may even start hunting cougars for a while before I initiate the hunters. I don't know yet. Just I know I've struggled with them in the past, and I don't want to deal with that of the constant, you know, having the hunters always destroying my stuff, and all I do then is go out and gather enough to repair and, you know, just get enough food to survive and things, and, you know, so it's, yeah, I want to still make forward progress despite the hunters, and not always just be playing catch up. Now, in my year one playthrough, I had 3 hunter camps, and as we go here, I'll show you where they were, and in relation to where my base was. I had built on top of the big rock where our campfire is there on the beach. Oh, whoa. Let's just run from that wolf. So, all right, let's head back. Let's hit the campfire real quick. Just stoke it, and I'll show you guys where the hunter camps were in proximity to my camp. I want to get, okay, forget that chicken. There's a wolf over there. So this rock right here, a beautiful spot to build because there's no way up onto the rock other than any stairs that you build to get up there. So it's very defensible from that standpoint. This is a spot that I mentioned in season 1 or year 1 that Emma Harkham, God, I don't know if I pronounced her last name properly or not, but she's very, very good subsistence player, really entertaining, great British accent. She's just a lovely person, and she had built up there, and I thought, she found the perfect spot. Why would I look for a better spot than the perfect spot? So I emulated her and built on top of this rock. And I'll probably do the same thing in this season because I just love it. It's just such a great spot. So, with that said, when I built up there and placed my BCU, I had hunter camps that spawned. There's a chicken over here. Let's see if we can get this chicken. Wow, I thought I'd missed that one, but we didn't. We got it. So, the first hunter camp that spawned, and I didn't even realize that it was the first camp that spawned. Well, maybe it wasn't even the first camp that spawned, but either way, one of the hunter camps spawned right over here. I'll show you the exact location, and then I'll show you the exact location where the other 2 had spawned. So it spawned like right here. I think it was somewhere around right here where their base was. So I couldn't really come this direction because they're psychopaths, and so I was kind of screwed in that direction. Get this, that zinc, and off we go. So that was that for heading in that general direction. Man, there's a freaking wolf right there, but I want that loot crate. So what are we going to do? We're going to freaking kill that wolf. That's what we're going to do. Yeah? Angry? Goodbye. I'm not afraid of wolves. Not anymore. Not with this shotgun. God, I just love being able to do that. Oh, look at all that fat. We'll be able to render that down into a lot of biofuel. Alright, so let's get this. Oh, yes. Delicious nails. Okay, so there was that hunter camp. Then there were 2 other hunter camps that spawned, and I will show you where they were at as we go around here. Here's the little pond. Oh, good, another loot crate, and I see fiber. Are we getting hungry or something? Yeah, we could stand to eat these kelps, and let's eat eat one of those. And I think let's eat a berry. Alright. So, then there's, okay, so, our base, that other hunter camp, pond, and then over here, somewhere, if I can remember correctly where they were. Okay, there's that grub tree. Then the other camps, there was 2 hunter camps relatively close to one another. Over in this general area, like one was somewhere around here, and then maybe a little further out, like right here or so, I don't know. Somewhere in this general vicinity, and another one just over. Oh, come on, grab that. And then the other one was just over, like right about here, maybe a little further over here. They were relatively close to one another, and so yeah, right around in this general vicinity, and then another one just a stone's throw away over in that direction. So that left me with very few options. I could, if I wanted to explore further out on the map, I had to go, oh, blue crate. I had to go either along the fence line over in that direction and head out there past that big rock and so forth and go around, or go past the pond. Like I could take, like, it's kind of a diagonal path past the little pond, and I could safely go in between the hunter camps that way to get out and do more exploration. Oh, I can't really see that. Yay! Oh, I am getting better at that. So, but for now, without the hunter camps out there, we can freely roam all over this area, and I love that feeling of freedom. Because, man, I'm telling you, with those hunter camps, you get anywhere near them, if they get a sight of you, they just go bananas and start just shooting like crazy. And they always seem to have like limitless ammo and stuff and all the weapons, and so they are a big pain in the butt. Now, I watched through Emma's videos, and having her, her base was the same spot as my base, and or vice versa. Let's face it, I copied her, not the other way around. So yeah, but since our bases were in the same spot, you would think it maybe the hunters would spawn in the same spots. No, she had her hunters. One of the hunter camps was like across the lake on that little kind of peninsula area right there where that grub tree is. Or maybe there was 2 of them over. I don't remember where hers were, but they most certainly were not in the same spots as mine. But having one of her hunter camps, or maybe 2 of them over in that direction, freed up a lot more area out in this direction for her to safely roam and find stuff. And so I'm hopeful that maybe in this playthrough we will. Oh my God! There's another freaking wolf right there. I hate to use up all my shotgun shells on these guys, but you know what? I am not going to mess with these freaking wolves right next to my camp. So that is that. Yeah, we'll get this all taken care of. And man, look at all the food we've got. Alright, let's see here. Let's go ahead and butcher that. We'll eat this. We'll butcher that. Oh my God. We got so much stuff. Top that off. Hang on to the apple for a little bit. Let's go ahead and drink some water. Let's let's go. It takes a little while for those steaks to cook in comparison to the small game stuff. So let's just put away. Oops, not that way. Good. This, that. Let's make a little more cordage. And yeah. Looking good, and we've got a couple protein bars as well. I'll just carry those with us. Those are always nice to have as kind of a backup. In fact, you know, I'm going to put that in there. Look, our little chest is already filling up. Unreal. Okay, let's check our steaks. Okay, those look good. We'll go ahead and cook up the chicken as well. Oh man, we've got more food than I know what to do with. Okay, let's take a dip. Nice to get this sandstone early as well. It's a little bit harder to accumulate than some of the ores, just from the standpoint that you have to swim for it. And, you know, let's face it, when you're running around looking for loot crates, you're not really swimming very much. So, and you may see all the other ores on the rocks as you're running by, but you're definitely not going to see sandstone unless you make a concerted effort to go where it spawns. But seeing as how we definitely need the vegginess of the kelp, this is all good. And our stuff is probably burned by now, but honestly, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. In fact, I might just stay out here a little longer, grabbing stuff, because I don't care whether or not the chicken breasts burn. They'll be like, you know, tiny little protein bars in a way, because I'm not going to be able to eat all these steaks and those chicken breasts before they go bad. Oh, well, they're not bad. Should I burn them? Nah, not on purpose at this point. Let's just do it. Let's just carry them. Put away some stuff, and out we go again. So, I want to get more wood, more fiber, more nails, and continue with construction. But knowing how long it takes, you know what, chicken, you are totally off the hook right now. You can just run. I don't care. Knowing how long it takes to gather the ores later, I'm going to head out towards an area that has the most ore that I've seen, and we will gather up a bunch if it's there as we continue to do our loot crate hunt and, you know, our wood and fiber hunt. So, man, we don't have much time left in the day. That the daylight is starting to wane. Just get out here. This big flat rock, it's like an archway thing, and there's, yeah, look, see, there's all this ore nodes on here, and it's nice to grab these often and regularly. Yeah, look at that. That's another iron node. Some copper. It's nice to have a stockpile of copper. I'm not sure what all else it's used in, but I do know it's used in making solar panels, which are really valuable to keep your... Okay, I don't know where that wolf's at, but if I hear a second growl, I'm going to be switching to my shotgun here pretty rapidly. Yeah, let's talk about solar panel. Power concerns are pretty big if you get to the point of having like a refrigerator. Because a refrigerator is something that has to be powered all the time. Now, you can do upgrades to the fridge that reduce the amount of power it utilizes, but it's still going to be, you know, a bit of a challenge because you're always going to be wanting to use your power for other things also, not just to run a refrigerator. And while the refrigerator is great, I freaking love having a refrigerator. It's kind of a, you know, at best, it makes your power situation just from what the BCU generates kind of power neutral. You know, you're pretty close to always out of power when you got the refrigerator running. With just the BCU. So you want to have the solar panels as well. Now they of course only work during the day, but that's fine. It'll help your power reserves stay full throughout the day. But for now, let's just see what else we can grab, and then as the sun starts to set, I'm good. As the sun begins to set here, I'm probably going to just focus on hitting the trees. Seeing any more crates. Oh, here's... Run, chicken. Run for your life. Grab this. So now, okay, here's my long-term plan. Want to have enough stuff like accumulated so that when I do place down the BCU, I can immediately create like the wood burner, the refinery, and storage for both power and mass. And a bed, like right off the bat. Now, of course, all those things are going to require power, so I'm going to have to make a generator. So I'll need the generator, the wood burner, the refinery, and power and mass storage, plus storage containers, which I'll have already previously made more storage containers than that, because this one's going to fill up. And the base will have been already constructed up on top there. So we've got a long way to go before we actually reach that point, because it's going to be a lot of gathering to get there. But then once we've got that, I'll start refining up everything, and I'll want to have enough biofuel so that we can just constantly be... Let's eat one of these. So that we can constantly be running it 24/7, and then not have to be concerned with, you know, our power situation at all. And I want to make solar panels very early on too. So it's like as soon as I place the BCU, it's going to be all about how much power and mass can I generate as quickly as possible to make everything else as quickly as possible, and all that. And so that's going to be a big deal. And of course I want the workbench so I can make alloy sheets. Alloy sheets are going to be used... Oh, we need to fill this up. Aloe sheets are going to be used to make like reinforced stairs and all that stuff. So, not a big plans, a lot of work involved in getting to that point, a lot of gathering and so forth. But that's not an issue. We're going to just keep doing it. So, for now, that it was a very productive day, I think. I'll thank you all for joining us. I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, please smash that like button. Leave me any comments, tips, tricks, recommendations, or death threats. Subscribe if you haven't, and we will talk with all of you again very, very soon.